everyone, I'm Katherine with Katherine's Trendy Tupperware, and today we're going to demonstrate how to make salsa. Yum, that's one of my favorites, and I can't wait to show you because I think it's important and we actually have it every day just about. So come on over, let's get started. First we're gonna use the Quick Chef Pro that Tupperware has made. I have to be careful because it does have a rubber bottom attachment that is used for feet, so it doesn't slide when we mix it. So first things first is we're going to take our onion that we have, and this was one onion. We're actually going to quarter this. We're going to use the universal knife, chef knife, and we're just going to cut it in fours. We're just going to quarter that. We're going to just toss it in there. How about that? The other piece we're just going to hang tight, and we're going to use that later with a different meal. Then use cilantro that we have in the Fridge Smart, and I've had this actually for a week now, and look how great that looks. It's been fresh in the fridge. I'm just going to take a couple of handfuls. My family and I, we love cilantro, stem and all. Make sure it's clean. We're going to put this back. Probably have another 3 more weeks of this before it goes bad. Okay, then we're going to put the top on the Quick Chef Pro. Okay, now the actual top, the handle you put down below and it clicks. So there's these grooves on top where you actually hold on to it. I'm left-handed, and you know, the lefties, I have to say, Tupperware has made products for both left-handed and right-handed. You can switch it and you can hold it with your left hand. You can turn it with your right. So that's a little uncomfortable for me. So we're going to use, and we're going to spin it just a little bit, and it actually cuts and dices the actual onion and cilantro. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Look, there is a stem in here, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and look at that and cut it again, just so we have some fine pieces. And it's going to happen, so it's okay. All right. Now, look at that, how beautiful that looks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut our tomato. And I have a different, I have 3 different types of tomatoes, small, medium, large. I'm going to just cut this top portion out, so that way the top of the stem doesn't actually go into our salsa. And as I cut this, I just take it out. So now I'm going to use the new slicing wedge. And it has a device in here which is great because you can snap on. So I'm going to slice it up. Now you can use a traditional knife, and that's fine too. You just place it in there and you push down. And it cuts it for you. And that's the slicing wedge. Now if you don't have one of those, that's okay, because now we're just going to cut our remaining tomatoes just in quarters. We're going to place in there. Because after all, the Quick Chef Pro, it will dice your vegetables and fruit too. Okay? Just like that. Kind of looks like a lot of tomatoes, doesn't it? But it won't be. It'll be great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on and we're going to spin it, so that way we get some consistency and plus a little bit more room. And as we turn it around, we're just mixing it up so that way the Quick Chef Pro will dice it. So now in here we have some tomatoes, cilantro, and onions. Now we're going to add some seasoning to it. We're going to take the lid off. Ooh, look how beautiful that looks. Love the colors. Alright, so now we're going to use garlic powder, And so just for convenience sake, we're actually going to measure 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is embossed on the measuring cup, or measuring spoon, excuse me. And so 1/8 is 1 clove. We're going to put 2 cloves in. Okay. Now, we like to have a little flavor in our household, so I'm going to use a can of diced mangoes. I love this can opener. As you can see, there isn't a blade. You're going to split open the legs. You're going to gently place it on top. But before I do that, let me show you. You see that this has a pop top can where you can open? It's okay, this actually works with this as well. Because we don't know what's actually on top of the cans when they're at the store. Little critters that crawl on it. Look at that. Let me show you again. You split the legs open. You put it on top. You close the legs. Just like that. And it's closed. Now, you're going to turn it, and it's ambidextrous, so you can actually go either way, left-handed or right-handed. Another great quality, like I said earlier, that Tupperware makes. And as you turn it, you can hear the top pop. And the reason why it pops is because it separates the lid from the can. And there's a glue that, so the top of the lip you're going to place here and just turn and squeeze. Grab it and you lift it up. You can actually see, and it's not sharp around the edges or anything. So when you actually throw it away, your garbage man is going to be excited because he's not going to hold or touch the sharp edges in the garbage bag. So now we're going to go over to the sink and we're going to drain this. Just got back from the sink and I drained the actual mangoes. And I'm going to place this inside. Ooh, look at that. That looks delicious. It's going to add some flavor. Fantastic. Look at that. Now the lid just goes back on top. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to, as the last step, is actually the lime. You want a little citrus to it. So we're going to cut the lime in half. We're going to use the zest and pressed. This is the zester, and we're going to press it. And it's a natural reaction to put the actual lime inside of it, but for the juice purposes, to actually take it out, we want to flip it. And it kind of looks like that, and it looks kind of hard to do, but it's not. It's easy. And you just press it down. Look at all that juice coming out. And the seeds don't come out or anything. So look at that. It kind of squeezed all the juice out. We're going to use the other half. And we're going to squeeze it. That way we get it flavorful and it has lime. Beautiful. I almost forgot. We're going to add seasoning. And how can I forget this important step? It's a Southwest Chipotle seasoning that Tupperware makes, and it's delicious. We're going to use a tablespoon of seasoning. And this is what adds the true flavor, I believe, the different spices that Tupperware has to offer. But the Southwest just definitely gives it a little kick. Okay, now we're going to put the lid on and we're going to spin it. And in minutes, more like seconds, we're going to have salsa. And you can spin it to your desire. You can have it nice and runny or you can have it chunky. It's your choice. That looks like it's just about done. And it is. Look how beautiful and flavorful that looks. Oh, can't wait to try it. Look at that. Nice, beautiful colors. I'm going to grab a chip. I'm going to taste test it before the family comes and gets it. Grab a chip. So delicious. It's so delicious. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blade out. Just like that. And the Quick Chef Pro comes with a lid that you can actually place on here. Now I have salsa for work, and the kids won't know about it, so I get to take some and maybe share it with my coworkers. Well, I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making salsa with you. And come back anytime for a fiesta. Talk to you soon. Bye.